I'm so excited. I finally have some amazing news to share today. So Ken and I've been talking about him retiring, and we finally have come up with a plan. Now, it won't happen immediately, but we have a plan. And I'm so excited. I can picture it now. We can spend way more time together. In fact, we could spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week together. He won't be in the basement in his office any longer. He'll be sitting on the couch in the living room 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or on his iPad. He'll be in my space 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Just kidding. Today, I'll share with you 5 tips to help your marriage survive retirement. I'm Maureen Dobransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement. I produce a retirement lifestyle video every Monday, and on the first Monday of the month, I produce a Money Minute Monday video where I share a money tip in 10 minutes or less. With us finally having a plan in place for Ken to retire, I decided to find out how others have coped with, and better yet, really thrived with having their spouse retire. So I came up with what I think are some outstanding tips, but I haven't yet gone through this stage. So I'd love to hear from you, from the ones who have been through this. If that's you, I'd love to see your comments on how you thrived, how you managed, how you struggled through whatever it is, so that we can make this stage remarkable. So, number 1 tip. This should go without saying, but it's really the most common thread that I heard, and that's communication. Share your expectations, share your thoughts, both about what you want to happen when you retire and your finances, because they will probably change in retirement. So, if I'm honest, my communication to Ken so far has been, yay, I can't wait until you retire. And really, I can't. It's going to be so much better. But because I have such high expectations about what's going to happen, I'm getting a little bit concerned because I need to keep busy, and Ken is content with the TV and his iPad. I need people and things to do. Ken doesn't. Now, this may change the longer that he's retired, but right now, I think he'll be content with nothing to do while he de-stresses and unwinds. And I can see that could cause a few challenges. So I need to have that conversation with him, and sooner rather than later. So I guess I should take my own advice and start talking. The second tip is to maintain and encourage separate activities and separate friends over and above the activities and the friends that you have. Now, for me, I think this will be easy for sure. I have an amazing group of friends in Canada, and I'm growing my friend base in the US. And Ken really does too, but again, I think he's going to want to unwind a bit and de-stress for a year or two and not really put himself out there again. So what I've heard is it's really really easy for an outgoing person like me to do this, but it may be a little bit more difficult for someone shy and introverted. So one of my friends said she met some of the most amazing people that she hangs out with first online. She joined an online book club, and she was comfortable sharing her thoughts and sharing her feelings while she was online and talking about the books and everything. And then after a while, the online book club decided to get together and meet in person. And for her, it was wonderful because they felt like friends already, so it wasn't really putting herself out there. And there's so many online clubs and organizations and groups that you can sign up to. So if that helps the introverted, that was a great tip that I heard. But no matter how you do it, it seems to be a common tip to helping your marriage in retirement is to maintain separate activities and friends over and above the activities and friends that you have jointly. Tip number 3, this is the third one that I heard, was to create a compelling future together. That could mean goals, a bucket list, a list of things you want to have fun doing, a list of things that you want to do while you're retired. And this is really great for so many reasons. First, because you have a vision of your future and that you're creating it together. And second, if you're having difficulty adjusting and you constantly talk and talk and talk and harp and nag and, yell at each other, and you're having difficulty, sometimes sitting down and talking about, hey, we wanted to rent a villa in Spain, or hey, we wanted to do that hike. So putting your feelings aside just for the time being and talk about your compelling future seems to help. So it really is something fun to do rather than just, being grumpy or something like that. And then achieving something that you guys have planned together really can be so satisfying and so much fun. So the fourth one, and this is a big one for me, is to establish separate spaces in your home. So I really love doing these videos. I love writing. I love practicing speeches. I love this part of it. And as I said, Ken enjoys his TV and his iPad a lot more than I do. So when he's home, especially once he retires, I'm really concerned that the TV is going to be on all the time, and that just that noise in my house is going to drive me crazy. So I was thinking of possible solutions. Now, we have a trailer just outside of Radium Hot Springs that we spend our summer in, but it's an RV trailer. And if the TV's on, the TV's on in the whole trailer. So I came up with a little bit of a solution, I think, that might help. Our bedroom has 2 closets in it. One's mine and one's Ken's. I think I can move my stuff into Ken's closet, create a lift-top desk in that closet that pulls out. My chair fits there perfectly. And then our bedroom does have a door, so I can close the door and have my own space instead of in the living room with the TV on. So I'm kind of excited about that. So that's the one that I think will really be a challenge, but I think I have a good solution. So what can you do to create your own space, or what have you done? And that might have more tips and answers for me. The last tip that I heard consistently was to what I call revisit romance. Now, I'm not going to pry into that part of your life, but what I mean by romance at 60 is much different than what it did at 25. So to me now, romance is, let's say, making Ken a cup of coffee when he seems busy and distracted. It means always being nice to each other and speaking nice about each other when we're around others. It just the thoughtful little things. Like, for example, when Ken goes to the grocery store, he'll text me and say, hey, do you need anything? Wow, so I've started doing the same. That's just a nice little thing that we do. And because I can spend more time at the trailer in the summer, on a Friday when Ken comes, I always try to have the trailer clean and have something ready for dinner, not because he would ever expect it and not because he would ever say anything, but I just want him to show up because he's worked hard all week and have nothing to do, and I want to show him that I appreciate him and I'm excited that he's coming. So that's one other little thing that I do. And then last, always say I love you when you end a conversation, and kiss them goodbye then when they leave. Those are my little things that I do just to create that great feeling in what I call now at 60, revisiting romance. So those are my things. Now, although I am excited when Ken is retired, I am a little bit concerned. So I want to put the work into it, and I want to have the conversations and have the fun with him. But because I'm not there, again, I just want to ask you guys, for those of you that have gone through this stage, please comment. Let me know what's helped you, what's worked, what didn't work. I would love to hear those conversations. So thank you. I'm Maureen Dobransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement. Please consider subscribing if you've liked this content, and please consider joining our Facebook group. It is growing. It's at facebook.com/groups/Life Starts at Retirement.